else or continue talking about that or say something that I knew was factually incorrect just to kind of get a rise out of him because he believed I was serious with what I was saying. Like when I asked him if Kaepernick could ever make a Pro Bowl, I mean, look, you couldn't put me on that many drugs to think Kaepernick was going to make a Pro Bowl at that time. Of course I didn't think Kaepernick was going to make a Pro Bowl at that time, but I said it because I knew that'd get him going. And yeah, it did get him going because he accused me of being on drugs, which I wasn't. I could have been on drugs. I wouldn't have said that if I didn't want to. You couldn't have made me say that if I didn't want to say that. I just wasn't going to say it. But it's funny because then it'd start winding down. I'd go, what do you think about the Sharks? Oh, they go off on Doug Wilson and go, the Sharks go. Now, the bummer part of it, not for the listeners, or maybe for the listeners, but the fans, we kind of lost about 5 years of good, real good, hardcore Giant takes because the Giants were winning. What are you going to do? You can't say anything.
Oh, totally neutered him.
Then he got going about 3 years later, but then the Warriors were taken away. He couldn't go off on the Warriors. Although the Warriors is pretty funny because him telling me he knows more about basketball than me was hilarious. I was like super. I mean that's such
the ability to watch all of the teams on your television.
I don't think you realize.
Is like cutting open your brain and pouring basketball information into it. What about that do you not understand?
The league pass line was one of the best ever. Did I have league pass? I mean,
technology and
I
stuff,
got such
bro.
and I didn't take maybe there would be, maybe there wouldn't be. Maybe some other people would take offense to that. I didn't take offense to it. It was hilarious that he actually thought he knew more basketball than me.
I get the NBA league pass, and I see a ton of basketball.
And the fact is, he actually knew sports. Like, he knew what he was talking about.
Yeah.
I mean, you get some names wrong occasionally, but he knew what he was talking about. It wasn't like he was a loon. He was just loved his team so much. He was so passionate about his teams that he was like a fan, irrationally passionate about his teams. And then he just started talking about stuff that maybe he didn't have a full grasp on, but he knew what he was talking about. He wasn't completely off the reservation when he was talking about these teams, but it was awesome. The conversation would be about dead. And I said, yeah, okay. And then we talk about workouts. How's your workout going? And he'd talk about doing bicep curls and doing all his workouts and stuff and getting in there and doing some cardio and all. We'd always end with a workout. Even if I forgot, B. Smith would go, ask about the workout. Toward the end, go, how's the workout going? He'd go on the workout tangent. And it was incredible. Did we find anything else in there? Or we went ghost. We went dark. Nobody in there anymore.
Well, it's Christmas party tonight, so.
Oh, that's right.
I think everybody's formulating a plan.
Everybody's getting lubed up.
Uh-huh.
Getting lubed up quick. Okay, it's 3 minutes long. Let's see what this one sounds like. I mean, we gave you some of the best of sound bites, and this one's about, you said, the 49ers. All right, let's just listen to it. We don't need to know what it's about. It's salty. Go ahead.
We don't have Steve Young right now, so, well, the only similarities are their names start with an S. Salty. What is going on, Salty?
I don't care if Steve Young calls. You better have me on for 20 minutes, 25 minutes. I should be calling you on the Ring Central guest line. You want to hear something?
You just promoted yourself. Very nice.
But anyway, Jim York didn't have a plan. He could have had Charles Manson as the head coach, as long as he got rid of Jim Harbaugh. These fans, 49er fans, didn't sign up for this. We expected to be in the Super Bowl next year with this coaching staff. We expect to be one of the best teams next year. Okay, we had a down year this year. Does he know we have the Super Bowl next year, Levi, and possibly 49er fans can go to that Super Bowl? But he just made this a joke. The NFL, the 49ers are Ken York just put us back 5 to 10 years. Mike Singletary, here we come again. This is ridiculous. Nobody wanted to come here to work. No, we all get second-hand and third-hand coaches. We're going to be like the Raiders. The Ken York like watching the Raiders? That's what we're going to be like. It's ridiculous. And the fans should be able to get their money back. They put their money in fee licenses. They put their money in tickets. A lot of money to Ken York. They just, they got a horrible bill of goods for this. I mean, you want to teach us? These guys are not going to teach Kaepernick how to be a quarterback. He wanted a banner. You're going to last place banner. You're not going to get a Super Bowl banner. That's ridiculous. That's a joke. He's full of crap, Ken York. I think he learned a lot from his father, John. I mean, I think this is hiring is from John York and Denise York. He wanted the cheapest way out, and he wanted to work for almost nothing. And that's what we got. And when we go, and I'll tell you another thing, we're going to have a better record than us. And by the way, Trent Balty, your job, you're going to be fired next year. You should have got Jim and Jed together, okay? Now you're gone. Next year you're definitely gone. And Jim Thompson will be gone in 2 years. Guarantee it. You'll be searching and looking for next 5 to 10 years for a coach. It's a joke. It's ridiculous. And why do we have to play with it? There's two things you can do. Either get a consultant that somebody has connections, or sell the team with the stadium. Because nobody wants to part with this bullshit.
Oof. All right, thanks, Salty. Appreciate it.
Let me say something real quick. While that was at a very high volume, and there was a lot of
some good takes there.
There was a lot of chest behind it. There was a lot right in what Salty said.
Yeah.
How long did Jim Topsula last?
Yeah.
How much longer did Trent Balky last?
Yeah.
How long were the Niners wandering in the wilderness? They did look like the Raiders for a good amount of time. Salty was on point.
Yep.
We wouldn't have let him go on and on and on if he wasn't somewhat on point.
He was absolutely on point.
I know. He did represent a very, the most, hardcore of the portion of the fan base. So I'm sure most of the people listening were like, this guy's a raving lunatic. But
he was raving all right, but
there was some good stuff there.
There was a lot of truth in what that man was saying. I mean,
it's hilarious.
Again, we didn't use him as a prop. We had him on because he was a part of what we do.
We added to the show.
Absolutely, he 100% added to the show.
Exactly.
And we get that news today that he passed away from cancer. I just want to reiterate, to his friends and family and those that really knew him. I mean, our condolences.
Yes,
we
absolutely.
enjoyed him
Yes.
Thoroughly and his contributions, because I think, we've never talked about Salty Baltimore Dave together, but I am definitely getting the sense that we all respected him. In terms of having him in the mix, because we take this personally. I mean, this is kind of our own little, private kingdom. And when you let somebody into the mix, you let somebody in the dojo, it's because you want them there. You have a certain amount of respect, and we obviously respected him individually, respected him as a group, and there was a lot of correct information.
There absolutely
in that
was.
phone call.
What else do you have, Sam? Like, what other cuts do you have that we haven't played?
Sounds like you used to call Dave Newhouse's show, like way back. I mean, like it was like pre-Ralph doing Sports Phone.
Wow.
If you can believe that.
No, my friend. You can look, but don't touch. And I'm going to point to me.
Oh, man. I mean, all this stuff brings back memories, because most of the cuts are from our show. There's probably some from other people's shows, but Brian used to cut these things up all the time.
I want my own program, and I'll line up in here, man. I'll line it up. I mean, really, if it's open out here, I'll tell you what, Tom, people can tweet, people can call, people can email Lee Hemp.
Yes, they
I
can.
won't be on it, I won't call. But I'll bet you anyone, but the rating be number one.
If he was on the show, ratings would be number one.
My man believed in himself, didn't he?
He really did.
My man
Big
believed
time.
in himself.
And he always thought we were too soft on the teams.
Yeah,
It was like that was a consistent.
You've always told me you're a fan of length, are you not?
Yeah, exactly, big time.
He was without a doubt thought he could be the GM of every team.
He did. He really
Absolutely
did.
thought he could be the GM of every team. That's the one thing. I could ask Brian Sabian just about anything. That's the one thing I couldn't ask him. You want to take a question from Salty? I don't know if I could have said.
Nobody wants to hear how good we are, how we run. You're giving us a bunch of crap.
We were at remember the fan fest we did at across McCovey Cove in the piers. He was at that one, and I said, Gary, there's Salty Baltimore, and Gary called him up to the mic, and he started going off on this. If I ran this team, and Sabian was like there, right? And
Hey, can I talk to Sabian?
That's one of my
favorite
just
ones of all
wanted to talk
time.
to Sabian so bad. Oh, man.
Hey,
We had
it's
so much
100% of the shots you don't take.
That was so awesome. I was like, that's not going to happen.
I've been wrong before, not perfect.
Again, he added to the show. He was like part of the show.
There was an
Called
angst.
in.
If there's anything you could say about the guy, what the consistent theme was there was always like, sometimes he was outraged, but there was always like this angst. He never was like, hey, I thought that what you guys said was funny. It was always a lot of angst about the local teams, and that's why I was like,
Salty,
seeing him on the board.
That's why he was salty.
Rest in peace.
Yes.
Baltimore Day /
My
Baltimore
grandmother
Day.
didn't drive either, but they didn't have a lot of money, but they had a lot of friends. Every time I bring a woman to see her, she said, "Why do you bring those bluesies around for us?" I tell her, "Grandma, I'm not into them at the math contest. They were the brightest, but they were hot."
Great.
They were the
There's a lot of
brightest, but
wisdom
they
in
were
there,
hot.
man. I'm just saying. A lot of wisdom in these sound bites.
Oh, that is.
Our Steve Young replay. Steve joined us at the very beginning of the show. Proud father Steve Young joined us at the beginning of the show. Why is he such a proud father? Well, then you'll just have to listen to the replay, which comes up at 5 o'clock after traffic.
Oh man, the Santa Fe commute